We are now stamping our authority as a parliament. This Public Investments Committee is an audit committee that looks at graft that was committed in the past years after the audit reports have been presented to parliament. We know these are not current cases. We know the current CEOs may not be in a position to answer the question, and that's why it behoves on this committee to call on the suppliers who supplied Kemsa at that particular time. Thousands of Kenyans died out of the omissions or commissions of various crime at Kemsa. Many, of course, families were left destitute. You know the devastating effects of COVID across the country. Businesses went down. Many countries were able to control this global contagion in various ways by making it accessible to medical services. But Kenya, we were not able to, basically because a system of cabal controlled the supply, the purchase, and distribution of various equipments and the medical that were needed to combat the COVID cases. Now we were given notice to all the suppliers who supplied Kemsa that this committee is coming for you. It is not a request. It is a responsibility. It's a demand by law that you appear and answer to audit queries. We are not asking them out of the blues. Their names have been presented to us by the Kemsa organization for them to come and defend. If you are innocent, well and good, and you have questions to answer, then you have to appear before this committee. So, and we know some of these companies have a face value that is not the true value. Some directors of these companies are not the real directors. So we just don't want people to send their children and house girls and garden boys to come and appear on their behalf. We want themselves, and we know there are big people in this country. Some are holding big offices. Some are billionaires. We want them to come here. We don't want them to send their children. Children are innocent. Don't condemn your children to come and appear on your behalf. Come yourself and defend yourself before this committee. So we want the suppliers of Kemsa to take this committee seriously. Before we write a report, we are going to engage the DCI, the ESCC, to help us in investigation to know who are the real faces behind these companies. When you go to Sierra 12, you just find a company that started specifically for that supply of Kemsa. How do you start a company today and tomorrow you are supplying billions of shillings? So we want this thing to stop, and this committee is going to make a history in this 13th parliament as a committee that stopped the graft and the corruption cases. Thank you.
Pertaining what happened in Kemsa, the affected suppliers were invited right from yesterday to today, and they are showing up in a laxity manner. A situation which, as the chair of this committee, would want to really put them on notice that nobody is above Parliament when it comes to accountability. Parliament was given the authority by Kenyans to summon anyone to come and appear before it, so that we let Kenyans know how their money is being used. Various companies were invited, and I want to mention them individually. They did not turn up, and some wrote a memorandum to the committee which was admitted, but have further clarifications to be made. I want to call on MedLife Health Services as one of the companies that sent us the memorandum. We have looked into the memorandum. We have issues to raise, and we'll be writing them to them again to appear in person. We want the directors to come and respond to our various issues that were raised yesterday. Our committee have also looked at the megascope. We've dissected what they've given us. There are areas which we need further clarification, and the directors should prepare to also appear before us so that we have it very clear. We had one company, Angelica Medical Supplies, which appeared and a few issues were raised. They also need to clarify further. But I want to really put the following companies on notice. Those who did not appear yesterday: Assessure Commercial Services neither responded to our invite, nor accepted, nor committed, nor responded to our invite at all. Shop and Buy vanished into the bush, have not showed up. We don't know if they exist. They have not responded to our invite. We want to call upon the directors. We will follow the law, give you a second invite. If you don't appear, we will have to summon you. Prepare that will come for you wherever you are. Today, we were to sit and have 3 companies, all of whom have disappeared and vanished. I want to call upon the directors of Regal Freighters, Comtel Kenya Limited, and Accenture Kenya Limited, that you are required to come and explain to Kenyans the query that was posed to us, to you, by the Auditor General. Some of them are taking the inquiry that was done in 2020 through a report that was sought by the Senate. That was a report, an ad hoc report, but the full audit was carried out by the Auditor General thereafter. And that is why this committee sits here to look at what the Auditor General said. We want to call on you that prepare, appear before us, tell Kenyans what you did with their money and how did you move about the procurements in Kemsa.